If you reflect for just a moment, you know, you can think about who the mentors are in your life. We all have them. But it's very rare that a group this size, with thousands and thousands and thousands of adults, share one mentor, and we do. It's our next speaker. He is the original first mentor. He's the father of gracious professionalism, and I'm proud to say he's my mentor, Dr. Woodie Flowers.
Thank you, Blair. It's with a great deal of humility that I speak to you guys. There's several Woodie Flowers Award winners here with us today, and we are at the end of the judging season for the Woodie Flowers Finalist Awards and the Woodie Flowers Award. About 1,000 nominations. You can't read that stuff without being in absolute awe of what you guys do. It's really amazing. So from junior, first LEGO League, all the way up, I'm confident the same sorts of things can be said about how the students see what you do. So I thank you really a lot for that. Now, last year here we started a conversation about ethics, and I suggested that it's probably a good idea to help young people think in advance about ethically complex situations, because when they suddenly are in them, it's probably good to have thought about what this might be like in advance. And we made some progress. If you go to the Mobius, which is the WFA website, if you search on my name and the word Mobius, you can find it. There is a pull down that has to do with ethics. Liz Califf, I suggested an ethics exercise. Liz Califf of Team 88, TJ Squared, suggested what they did. Mark Lawrence wrote up what the Green Machine had done. The lasers from Camdenton, Missouri, wrote and published their canons of ethical behavior. So there's some good stuff there, and I think we should continue that, because it's really clear that overt attention to ethical behavior has a real payoff. And starting the youngest kids thinking about fairness is a big deal. So today, I'd like to bump it up a little more and argue that we probably need to pay attention to helping young people appreciate how important it is to speak truthfully. Our culture's pushing the other way, in a really sad way. Culture being, for example, on the airplane coming down, I had a Belvita cookie package. And on one end it said, natural flavors and other natural flavors. There's no information in that. On the other end of the package, it said 4 hours of continuous nutritious energy. What? So, some years ago in the senior design course at MIT, we sort of panicked because we noticed that in an exercise where students were given a short time to do a spiel about a design proposal, a schematic, and they would point to it and say, this is our proposal. They were using ridiculous language. It was not as though they were communicating to colleagues on a design team. They were trying to sell a used car. We perfected this design. It will revolutionize the way maniacs are graded all over the world in a very short time. Just stop. So this year in the kickoff video for FRC, I said, being persuasive does not make you right, and being right does not make you persuasive. I think those are really important things for kids to learn. In the context of building a robot, the truth will out. If there's a debate about what kind of drivetrain you should use, one, in fact, will turn out to be better than another. It's not always a clean decision, but communicating truth to your colleagues on a team is really important. In FIRST, the loop is closed fairly quickly, so you learn that being honest pays off. When you are in an alliance, you should honestly tell the other alliance partner what your robot can do and can't do, what you're good at. So there are a whole bunch of places in FIRST where truth makes sense because you know you're going to get the feedback that you need to know who was right soon. That kind of honesty needs to drift out into lots of other parts of our lives, and I think FIRST is a great vehicle for doing that. So think about doing some things like assigning someone to look at the ads that are associated with the devices you might buy from vendors for your robot, or look at the challenge that you face in FIRST Lego League or something, and find accurate, truthful language. Maybe have two people present a used car salesman version of a pitch about a particular design option and a coolly honest pitch, and just learn the difference in the way it sounds, because we have to rely on the next generation to save us. I think that we have shown them several generations of show me the money. I think they have to show us several generations of show me the data. We need to get young people to help us learn to trust focusing on the truth. And I think you can really help if you do that. Okay, so next year maybe we have a discussion about some ways that we have learned to enhance truth. Thank you so much for what you're doing, guys.
Thank you, Woody. Thank you to all our speakers. We know you have matches to get to, so we're going to wrap it up. But we are thankful to have you as FIRST mentors, as FIRST coaches. Congratulations for getting to the championship. A huge step for you and your team. Enjoy the ride. Good luck, everybody, with the rest of the competition, and we hope to see you again here next year. Thanks for coming this morning.